Hey guys, I'm back. Basically, today we're going to dive right into the meat of it, into the thick of it, if you've ever seen the Backyardigans, because today I have to put this to rest, and I'm not going to keep doing this. I've made 3 different videos about it. I can't believe we're still not here with it. So I'm going to talk about this season versus last season, with the differences. Which season should really have an asterisk on it, period. Now, you put all your fanship aside, I'll put all my fanship aside. You let me know if I'm being biased in the comments after you've watched the video and gone through the facts logically. I need a lot of critical thinking here. Now, I know a lot of y'all tend to get a little distracted. Ooh, the Nets lost, ha ha ha. Like, it's funny. We'll get to the conference finals in next video, I promise you. Let's stay focused. I just want to critically break this down, and you let me know at the end of the video, after you hear all these facts, no opinions, if I'm wrong, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it. Subscribe if you haven't. Click down to subscribe. Like this video if you enjoy it. I saw this tweet, okay, guys, and it frustrated me because it got a lot of retweets. I said this 3 times, and I got bashed. So, you know, something's off here. The tweet reads, "This season is a fake season. The asterisk on this year's finals should be bigger than last year. As was pointed out yesterday, the teams with the shortest off seasons are all dealing with major injuries. Get this season has rewarded the teams that were bad last year." This season has rewarded the teams that were bad last year. Now, I know you might hate the Lakers. I know you might be a fan of someone else. Factually speaking, let's look into it. The Lakers and the Heat have had the shortest offseason in NBA history and have suffered all year because of it. If you haven't read or seen LeBron's tweet, I made a video about that. You can check it out. But he tweeted about how the offseason affected him personally and his health. And he tweeted that these injuries weren't just injuries of the game. You know, like it's a natural basketball injury. No, this is a result of just bodies not having enough rest. That's what he said. He said he spends millions on his body every year. There's no one that knows more about that stuff than him. Now, me being a casual couch potato, I am in no position to tell him that he's wrong. So that's why I kept my mouth shut. Yeah, I believe the multi-million-dollar spending NBA athlete on his own body and ongoings. One of the most durable players in NBA history, really, LeBron. And, you know, shortest offseason, he comes down with one of his more serious injuries. Excuse me. I'm starting to mumble and bumble because it's true. Sorry. Hated to say it, but conference finalists, Celtics and Nuggets, are dealing with major injuries to their second best players. She goes on and says, conference finalists, Celtics and Nuggets are dealing with major injuries to their second best players. Knicks, Hawks, and Suns are all surprise teams, and they all had long off seasons. Asterisk. So that's her tweet. So just off of that alone, did you see any lies within those tweets? Because if I remember correctly, the Lakers did deal with a lot of injuries and stuff. We did have the shortest offseason. Same with the Heat. Same with the Nuggets. Same with the Celtics. So, like, when we see those things and we see teams that had a lot of time to rest and they're all healthy, surprisingly, whoa, mind-blowing. Do we see any correlation there? Or is it just maybe, hey, guys, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is just a crazy, wild coincidence that we never saw coming. And if so, so be it. I don't know. I'm just saying the facts of what it's lining up to look like for me personally. Let's continue. Now, continuing this, someone tweeted and said, the bubble was a fluke. You know what I'm saying? So all the teams that won in the bubble was a fluke, basically. And then someone said, this isn't fair at all. I hate when stuff gets reduced to flukes instead of context. The top 4 teams from last year fought hard to end up where they did and got punished by a short turnaround. Couldn't imagine being a player for one of those teams. So just like I said, I'm not going to keep reiterating that short off-season point. However, that was I think one of the biggest impactors on the season this season. Look at it, guys. All the teams that are there now, what's in common? They had a lot more rest time. Some people said whoever wins this season is going to come down to whoever's the healthiest team, and that's pretty crazy. And a lot of people said that's always it. No, that's not really always the case. A lot of times there's a bunch of healthy teams and they're just vying to see who's going to win. But right now it's literally dang near everybody injured. That's never happened before. LeBron pointed out this is the most All-Stars that have ever missed the playoffs. Missed the second round. I forgot what the cutoff was. But in history, guys. So this is not a season that just always happens. This is an asterisk season. So that's just the off-season point. That's just the shortest off-season. Now, the next thing didn't even affect the Lakers that much. But I'm adding it This is for you and your guys' teams. I'm just being fair, guys. I said this mid-season too. But with COVID, all right? COVID affected this season a lot more than last season. And a lot of y'all are going to be like, oh my gosh, what do you mean? Because you're not critically thinking things through. Please hear me out. With COVID last season, they were placed into a nice little bubble where they were able to play all games on the same court with the same referees, same basketball, same everything in the same room. They got the same food. That is the most fair and even season possible. There's no way there's any discrepancies with that. There was, I think, one player kicked out because he had a girl in his room. Nobody got COVID. Everything was so equal, fair, and balanced. There's no more equality in that you could possibly inject into the NBA. Same court, same refs, same food. Come on, same building. You can't even leave the building. There's no way you can get more fair than that. Whereas this season, COVID was still a thing, but we were outside the bubble. So they had to have some sort of like honor system, like don't go here, but we're going to test you. And then if they think that you violated it, they can suspend the game. So there was a lot of games, like I think the Heat and I think the Spurs were two teams that got hit with this, where a player from another team could catch COVID, right? Instead of in the bubble, nobody caught COVID like that. But if in the bubble someone caught COVID, they isolate the player where they have protocols for it. In this case, now they have to do contact tracing. They find out that so-and-so on boom, 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 this team now has it. Now that team is quarantined. They can't even play for a couple weeks or something, right? This team now has to do this. So games are postponed, right? And so they're rescheduled, naturally. The rescheduling was the problem because, like, with the Heat, they had a stretch of games where they played like a million games in the span of like 2 weeks. We didn't have to deal with that. So we had a regular schedule. We had a rest in between these games like normal. They didn't. That's not fair for the Heat. That's putting them and their players into a lot of trouble, like as far as injury goes. That's giving you more opportunity to get injured coming off of that sort of an offseason already. This is unfortunate for them. Didn't even affect us, but I wanted to point that out because I'm like, that isn't fair. Same thing with the Spurs. Their front office was getting in trouble for load managing or something like that, and they said, no, we literally have to do this. Because of the COVID reschedulings, there's no way we can keep playing these people back-to-back night to night, and then we have another couple back-to-backs here because we had postponements from earlier in the season. Our players didn't even catch COVID. Somebody else. And we got punished for it. And it was just like random. Our team got skipped. Our team got spared. We didn't have that problem as much. Obviously, Dennis Schroeder was out. We had some, but we didn't have it as much as some other teams. It's not fair for them, right? They didn't even catch COVID. And they're getting hit with it. Now their schedule's impacted because of it. Now they got to play a bunch of back-to-backs because so-and-so got COVID over here. Tell me in your mind, logically, how is that more fair than last season where everybody's in the same building, same everything? I can't keep breaking this down. Like, I feel like I'm talking to y'all like kindergartners, and I don't like that feeling because I feel like you guys get it, right? You guys grasp it, right? I'm not even trying to be mean. You get it, right? There's no way this is fair. No way. Now we're seeing that come through. Look at the playoffs. Look at the people that are still in it versus last year. Do you really think if certain teams were healthy, they'd be kicked out already, out of the playoffs? Literally. Not trying to be a fan. Not, the Nets. Now all of a sudden the Nets lose, and now the fans understand the injury excuse. But before, when other teams were saying, hey, we're injured. Like, what did you expect? Now they want to use that same excuse when they were joking on people. See what I'm saying, guys? Like, it's just about being logical and consistent. That's all I'm saying. And that's basically it. Not my computer shutting down. But that's basically it. I literally just wanted to hop on here and just break that down. I was going to talk about the conference finals today, but I can't because you guys are still bringing this up, and I just feel like it's too easy of a topic. Like, I don't want to be mean, but it's not that hard to grasp. This is logic, in my opinion. It's just common sense. It's just facts. Look at the injury lists. That's not just a large, happy coincidence. Players are saying it. Front offices are saying it. Teams are saying it. So you make your decision. Let me know in the comments below. And before I go, y'all might be like, oh, well, the Lakers played an injured Heat team. Yes, that was one team. Happened to be in the finals. Unfortunate. Nobody wants that to happen. But yes, that was one team. Whereas there are certain teams, up until now, they have yet to play a fully healthy team. If the Suns make it to the finals, they have yet to play a healthy team in the entire playoffs. Not like, oh, the bench players hurt. Every series, a main number one star has been gone. I don't know how you feel about that. We fought our way to the playoffs. It was not major people injured all the way through. We got there, an injury happened. Boom. They've literally, like, you got to give them credit, bro, because they've done this. Like, how? They've never played a healthy team the entire offseason. And it's not like it's, oh, they're just basketball injuries that happened during the playoffs. Like, no, these are things that have happened as a result to a short offseason. These guys are burnt out, and it shows. So, hey, let me know in the comments what you think. I don't want to keep repeating myself. Let me know. Like this video if you enjoyed it, though. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm out, y'all. I'm so tired of talking about this, y'all. I'm sorry. We're talking about the conference finals tomorrow. All right, let's get into it.